Playing golf has taught me the 3 biggest mistakes that coaches make when they're stuck at 10k, want to get to 30k, and I'm gonna explain you exactly why in today's video. Because when you're at 10k as a coach, you've already done great work so far. There's no doubt about it. You have somehow managed to get around 25 to say 60 clients. You have a good business running, but you have to spend a ton of time to have it running still. You don't have enough money to live wherever you want, to pay back your family, to do all the dreams that you once thought about, and you're not at the point yet where your dream client just consistently comes to you. The business is inconsistent. You get unpredictable growth, and it's just like me, not very good at golf. I'm not very good at golf, as you can see now, even though I sometimes can hit a really good shot. Like that. It's that's actually crazy good. Usually my shots go shit. The point was to show that my shot was shit. I have no idea why that happened. But anyways, sometimes my shots go like that, actually never. But sometimes my shots also go into the woods or straight down in the grass. And the point was, I'm inconsistent, right? It's unpredictable. The score of a golf round for me, unless it's not like a pro. A pro golfer can say that, okay, I'm going to try to shoot under 70 today, under 60 today. I can only say, I'm gonna try to shoot today, basically. And it's the same thing for the coaches, right? You have your marketing. Sometimes your content is going to get you more leads in, but you have no idea why. Sometimes your ads is going to work, but you have no idea why. And ultimately, you stay stuck. But getting out of there comes down to 3 huge mistakes that coaches make, and I'm gonna walk through each and every one of them. Okay, here we are. So that's about, let's see. Okay, it's 200 meters on the dot. If you want to actually get good in golf, like what do you have to do? This is obvious for most people. You have to stick to playing golf. You can't swap and play basketball one week and volleyball the second week and golf the third week. Like, you have to stick to the sport you actually want to get good at. And you have to repeat whatever you want to get good at. So if you want to play football and hit a good shot, you have to practice hitting that shot again and again and again. In golf, you have to practice with that exact swing again and again and again with that exact club. And if you keep swapping how you swim or which clubs you use or which sport, what's gonna happen? You're never gonna get good. You're never gonna get really good results from golf. And it's the same with coaching. Yeah. Okay, and that's the inconsistent shot. So this club is actually a bit shorter than the other clubs. And the second I start to try hitting this, I hit shit shots again. But what should I do if I want to get good at this? I should practice exactly this club again and again and again. And because I haven't practiced enough with this club, my shot went to shit. Boom. Okay. Now, what did we do wrong? What were the 3 biggest mistakes that also a lot of coaches make? Now, it's the same thing. Rather than keeping to one sport, practicing with one length of the clubs, repeating the same swing again and again to actually get good at it, we always kept looking for the best niche to work with, because everyone talks about niching down, but niching down is the dumbest fucking thing you can do, actually. When you niche down, you look for a market to help. You look for a demographic to help. But with that logic, you will always have to, when you create content, think about, what does my niche find interesting? What do they want to hear? You're never thinking inside your head, what do I actually know? What do I find interesting? What can I relate to? You're always just thinking, what can they relate to? You're thinking externally. And your content, it's going to shine through. Your content is going to be shit. Now, that's exactly what I did. I kept swapping niche, thinking that, oh, that niche has more money. I can charge more if I swap niche. But what actually ended up happening was that I started hating creating content more and more. Content just became huge friction for me, and my content got worse and worse. So I actually went from getting 12 to 15 clients per month when I got to 10k to getting like 5 clients per month and struggling to get even more. So that's the first thing. You actually have to figure out what your niche is, for sure, but you shouldn't niche down. And I'm getting back to that towards the end of the video. And the second thing was that while being stuck, I always thought, I looked at like all these other coaches, got these ads from different growth ops and stuff like that. And they all said, oh, you have to run a VSL funnel, you have to run a community funnel, a webinar funnel, all of these things. And of course, I tested them. I tested fucking everything. I had a mentor, and they also pushed all these different things. And I literally spent 12 to 14 hours every single day trying to use a new funnel, test webinars, launched all these things, and they all flopped. They all fucking flopped. Why? Because I kept swapping what I was doing. I kept starting from zero every single time. I had to get good at these things as well. It seems like the grass is very green on the other side. Like, of course, here it's very green, but it seems like the grass is very green with another funnel. But it's not. Every single funnel has its problems. And when you keep swapping, you're never going to get the true value out of one of them. And, you know, there's no right or wrong here. Of course you could do any funnel, but I'll get back to that towards the end, like which funnel I actually recommend you doing to get to 30k per month. And the third thing is that we kept swapping what I was speaking about in my content. So we had 30 days in a row where we posted almost the same thing, and we had a record month after that. Because I had practiced like the same swing 30 times, right? So I started hitting good swings. But then I thought, oh no, my audience is getting bored. I'm not getting views, I'm not getting engagement. And what happened? I swapped it, my audience went back to zero, and I got no leads. No leads, like literally went from getting 10 leads in 1 month, in 1 week actually, to getting 0 leads in 3 months. And then I did the same thing again. I thought, okay, let's try to speak to the same pain point 30 times in a row. I did that, and again, a new record month. But still, I didn't understand why, so I kept swapping. I kept like always thinking, oh, I can't repeat myself too many times. My audience is getting bored. But the truth is, your audience won't get bored. Your audience won't even notice that you have repeated yourself so many times. And when you get bored, your audience actually hasn't even noticed. Now, how did we fix this, and how can you fix this from going from the 3 biggest mistakes, like targeting yourself into a niche, stopping to do the same funnel, trying a different thing all the time, the shiny object syndrome, and stopping to repeat yourself, thinking you have to vary and not be boring to your audience. Those are the 3 biggest mistakes. But how did we actually solve this? And we got to 30k per month with our fitness coaching business without having a huge team, without having like a crazy offer. We had just a 2k offer for weight loss, and it was for very busy people. So when picking your niche, it's gonna give you a shit niche that you have to always think about how to attract. You're never gonna relate to them. You're never gonna love your business even when you do it that way, and you're never going to truly stand out. How did we do it, and how can you actually do it so you get to 30k per month? Now, what you should do is first look at your story. Start with your story. Look at your timeline. In which spots were you stuck? So just like I was stuck in 10 to 15k a month as a coach, where were you stuck in your training, nutritional journey? And then I want you to ask yourself, when I was stuck at this point, who was I? Like, what was my thoughts? What did I find interesting? What could I relate to? What were my dreams? What were my goals? What were my main pain points, my main struggles, my main problems? And you should write that down, like write a list. I wrote 4 full pages of this just to make it 100% correct. Then you know the who. And the second thing is, how did I solve it? So in all these different places where you were stuck and got past it, how did you solve it? When you know that, you have your story. So you have the who you want to target, you have how you actually fix it, and every single thing that you produce gets very easy from there, like every single content piece, because you just speak to your old self. People are going to want to buy from you, not from anyone else, because they can truly relate to you. That's actually also pretty good. I'm not sure what's going on with me today, but before we started recording, my shots were so fucking bad. Like, actually, I think I hit like a triple bogey on the first one, double bogey on the second one. Then I started hitting, I got a birdie, a 2, and now this, I have no idea what's going on, actually. Maybe speaking about how to get good in coaching just transfers over. I don't know. Now the second thing is all about actually sticking to the sport, right? Sticking to the same sport, or in the coaching sense, sticking to the same method. So rather than switching methods all of the time like we did, trying VSLs, webinars, all of these different things, trying to master 10 different sports as once, we thought, okay, which funnel is actually the most effective and yet easiest to run? Now, that's not a VSL funnel. A VSL funnel is advanced. It takes a lot of practice. You have to test a lot. And that actually works. And it's not a webinar funnel either, because you have to have built some presence You have to have had some ads running for a while. You need to build trust to actually have really good converting webinars, and the webinars has to be done really well as well with emails, with ads beforehand, with content beforehand, all of these different things. The easiest and best funnel to run to get to 30K per month is doing content properly. So when you have the person you want to target, you do content that relates to them. And again, it's your old self. It's things that you actually find interesting. And you run very simple profile ads from there. So ads that give you followers to your profile. Just boost reels from your profile. Like actually boost the reels you see that work very well, that give you followers. And you're gonna get a ton of people into your profile. They're gonna be the right person, again, because you're speaking to one person in your content. Your profile is nailed towards one person. So all your followers are going to be qualified. Oh shit. Okay, it's okay. Now, you have a shit ton of people coming into your profile. It's very easy to just speak on them in the DMs, and that's what we did. And that's also one of the major reasons we got to 30K per month.
And with the third thing, we, rather than swapping what we were speaking about in our content all of the time, we found one specific solution. Again, back to point number one, we found the solution that I used for myself when I was stuck, targeted towards one specific person. Again, the who from step number one, from mistake number one. And we constantly talk to that exact audience with the same solution again and again and again. And what ended up happening then? We constantly build trust. I want you to look at this like a battery. I'll explain after this shot. Look at it like a battery. You have a battery. Every single time you speak directly to one person with the same solution, it's going to add 1 to 3% to the battery. When you have a new follower, you have them at 0%. When they end up buying, they're at 100%. So if you repeat yourself 33 to 100 times in your stories, in your content, in your DMs, you're gonna charge every single lead up towards 100%, where they end up as clients. Now, this is perfect because with repeating yourself, you're only targeting your dream customer, your old self, not everyone else. You're not getting shit clients, shit leads into your funnel. You're not getting shit leads onto sales calls. And that's also gonna allow you to charge more, making it easier than ever before to coach people, because they're all requiring the same solution, the same focus, and it's gonna make it easier than ever to get to 30K per month. But there is one more thing that I have kept out that might be the most important of all of the mistakes that coaches make. And I'm going to explain it to you now. Look at your swing, every single golf swing that you do. Analyze it, look at why it worked or why it didn't work, and try to improve it the next time. Now, an example of this in coaching is to look at your content. Look at your content pieces. Why did they work? What made them good? Was it the hook? Was it the body? Was it the CTA? When did they drop off? Look at your ads. How many leads does that bring in? What's the cost per lead? Look at why it works. Try to analyze it properly. Look at why it works and note it down. Track it. That would be the same thing. And also what you can do in golf is to hire a coach. You could have a golf coach that teaches you exactly how to improve, that looks at your swing, improves it for you. It's the same thing with coaching. You can have a mentor. You could pay a mentor to help you learn exactly how to do it, help you track things, look at things, improve them. And that's exactly what I do for my clients. Now, this is the most important thing, because this is what actually makes you better over time. If not, you're just doing random swings, trying to play a sport without actually improving. But when you nail this right, you're gonna improve as well. So if you want help with this, want help with tracking, improving, looking at every single swing that you do, actually mastering the 3 things, getting to 30K per month as a coach, you can do that by booking a call directly with me underneath this video, or click my Instagram page underneath the video. Just ask me anything there, any questions you have, and I'll get back to you very soon. And if we see that we are a good match to continue working together, I'm gonna help you one-to-one. I'm gonna help you with exactly what you need to get your coaching business to the level that you actually have predictability, have enough money, get enough leads, and you become the obvious choice for your dream clients.